the LG V20 user here, and today I'm doing a video about BlackBerry. So I'm on gsmrunning.com here, and so today we're taking a look at some pictures of the BlackBerry Athenia. So I think this is gonna be the next version of the BlackBerry KEY1 smartphone. But I think it's gonna be called the BlackBerry KEY2 or something like that. I'm not sure. So it says BlackBerry Athenia spotted on TENAA website or whatever. So I guess it's some some Chinese website or whatever. So let's go check out this phone. Here are the pictures of the phone here. It says BlackBerry has always played a game on its own with a pretty specific niche of the smartphone market. Despite all the turmoil surrounding the legendary brand in the recent years, that has remained mostly true under TCL management as well. Having said that, 850,000 BlackBerry KEY1 units shipped might not sound like much, but it was apparently enough to make a successor. So, as you guys know, the BlackBerry KEY1 came out last year. It had a keyboard on it and stuff like that. This is the successor of the phone, could be called BlackBerry KEY2 or whatever. So yeah. Here's some pictures of there it is, front and back on both sides and shit. So it says codename Athenia. It was first spotted in a few detailed renders earlier this month, but given the visual similarities with the original KEY1, it kind of does look like the KEY1 from last year. Kind of does. Those were subject to some forgery speculation from the very get-go. However, a recently unearthed TENAA listing for a very visual similar device mostly clears the air on the matter. Apparently, the Athenia is real and will likely be released under the KEY2 or perhaps KEY1 2018 moniker pretty soon. So, the name of this BlackBerry phone, it could be called the BlackBerry KEY2 or BlackBerry KEY1 2018. Time will that's still up in the air on the name, but it could be between those two names right there. Looking at the new photos, they do appear to be some discrepancies compared to the original renders. For instance, while both placed the BlackBerry convenience key on the right hand side, this time around, its shape and position relative to the power button appear to be slightly different. The likely plastic or rubberized pattern on the back of the TENAA device also appears to be extend all the way to the top bezel, a departure from the original KEY1 design as well as the leaked new model render. So this is interesting, guys. This is what the phone looks like on all sides of the phone there. So yeah, this looks like the KEY1 from last year, if you guys remember that phone. If you guys like BlackBerry and you guys want a keyboard, the BlackBerry KEY1 is the phone to get. They also got the BlackBerry Priv, but that phone is almost 3 years old now. And that phone, the BlackBerry Priv, is my favorite BlackBerry phone. I love the Priv. I never had it, but I wanted the Priv so bad. I wanted that phone, but that phone's old now. I don't even know if that phone will get Oreo, but this phone will come with Oreo. I think it will come with Oreo. I think it will. So on the top of the of this BlackBerry phone, you got the headphone jack. You notice it has such a microphone, so it does retain the headphone jack. Great job, BlackBerry, for doing that. On the front of the phone here, which is right here, you got a big ass screen there. I'm not sure what the screen size is. You got your camera, earpiece, your sensors, and stuff like that. The screen on the BlackBerry KEY1, it was a 4.5-inch display. This one looks to be like a 5-inch display, maybe. It's kind of hard to tell. I think the screen will be a bit bigger on this one than it was on the KEY1, so I'm saying 5-inch display on this phone. 5 inches. You got buttons for Android, back home and racing side, you got the keyboard there. It's pretty cool. You got dual cameras in the back. Your camera flash, BlackBerry logo, and it looks like they have like a rubberized back to it, like it was on the KEY1 from last year. On the left side of the phone, you have your SIM card and SD card slot on the left right here, where that little flap is right there. On the right side of the BlackBerry phone, you have your up and down button. You have your power button right there, and I'm assuming that's the BlackBerry convenient key right there. On the bottom of the phone, you have dual speakers and a Type-C charging, so that's pretty cool. It says these, however, are minor details that could easily be explained within the ongoing design revision process. All the important bits about the Athenia, the ones BlackBerry fans were likely to appreciate, are still present and accounted for, like the slightly redesigned but still essentially identical full QWERTY keyboard, and right above it what looks like to be another 3x2 aspect ratio touchscreen, just like the KEY1. So this screen's it's gonna be a 3x2 ratio. So yeah. It says this time around, however, the back of the phone houses a dual camera setup, a BlackBerry first. The original renders also features a 3.5mm audio jack and Type-C port in the clear sight. Unfortunately, the TENAA listing does not contain any hardware information beyond this. So far, it does divulge this phone's model number, which by sheer similarity to the model number of the KEY1 makes this such a scenario that bit more credible. We don't know any specs on this phone yet. I think it's gonna have similar specs to the BlackBerry KEY1, but slightly better specs. So do keep that in mind. The phone looks nice in my opinion. I mean, I love BlackBerry. I wish that I had a BlackBerry Android phone. Like I said, I wanted a BlackBerry Prev, but that phone's old now, and I don't even know if that phone's gonna get Oreo. I'm not even sure, but I think the phone will come with Oreo, so that's good. Yeah. If you guys are a fan of the BlackBerry KEY1, if you guys are a fan of the BlackBerry keyboard in general, this phone might interest you here. I don't know any specs on the phone. They were just saying pictures here, and based on the pictures that I see here, it looks really nice, man. It looks like the KEY1. I think it's gonna have a slightly bigger screen. I think it's gonna have a bigger screen, but I could be wrong. I said 5-inch display. It's either gonna be 4.5 or 5-inch display. You know, of course, they're not gonna put a 6-inch display on this phone because it has a keyboard. You know, I think it's either a 4.5-inch or a 5-inch display. The screen looks big as fucking hell in this picture here. So that's why I said 5 inches, but I could be wrong. I'm just guessing here. I'm saying between 4.5 and 5-inch display. It's gonna have. I'm gonna say HD display, full HD display. It could have a quad AT display. You never know. I think we'll have Oreo, like I said. Yeah, the phone looks very nice and stuff like that. It says that the BlackBerry KEY1 shipped 850,000 units, so that's pretty good. A lot of people, like some people got the phone or whatever. You know, it'd be hard to game on this phone because of the keyboard and stuff like that. It'd be hard to game on the phone, but you can game on this phone, of course, but it's gonna be hard to do it with the keyboard and stuff. So let's look at the BlackBerry KEY1. BlackBerry KEY1. So I'm gonna show you guys the specs on the KEY1. If you guys look at it, it looks kind of the same, kind of almost. This one's the BlackBerry KEY1 that came out last April. Wow, didn't know that. This is what the specs were: 4.5-inch display. It had a 1080 by 1620 display. I think it's gonna have similar specs, but slightly better specs. The BlackBerry KEY2 or whatever this phone's gonna be called, I think it's gonna have Oreo, 64 gigabytes of storage. I think it's probably gonna have. I'm gonna say right now, 64 gigabytes of storage with 4 gigabytes of RAM, or 6 gigabytes of RAM with 128 gigabytes of storage. It probably will keep the same camera configurations. We'll have 4K video recording, Bluetooth maybe 4.2 or 5.0. I think the specs on the next BlackBerry on the update to the BlackBerry KEY1, maybe the BlackBerry KEY2 or whatever the fuck they'll call this thing. I think it's gonna have similar specs, but slightly better specs. I think it could have I think it's gonna have the same screen size though, man, because the screen looks big as shit in this picture here, as you guys can see. The screen looks big. The screen looks big as fuck in this picture. That's probably a 4.5-inch display. Like I said, between 4.5 and 5-inch display on this phone. Maybe it's Snapdragon 625 or something like that, or maybe a slightly upgraded Snapdragon processor. And it's gonna have Oreo. I know that for a fact, because why wouldn't they put Oreo in this thing? It's gonna have Type C charging. It basically, guys, this is basically gonna have slightly better specs than the BlackBerry KEY1. Slightly better specs. It almost looks identical to the KEY1, but this one has a dual camera setup on back, and the BlackBerry KEY1 does not have it. It only has a single rear camera on the back of the BlackBerry KEY1. The keyboard looks similar. You got a space bar there. You got 2 shift keys. I think it will have a fingerprint sensor because the fingerprint sensor on the KEY1 is on the keyboard. Look at some pictures here. So yeah, the phone looks similar. The phone looks similar in almost every way. So to the BlackBerry one, except for slightly designed. It's definitely designed, but it kind of looks the same a little bit on the front. In a way, on the back of this BlackBerry phone, it has dual camera setup. So yeah, the specs I think it's made a bit improved over the BlackBerry KEY1. Not much improvements, obviously. I think this phone have Oreo on board, so that's pretty good. I don't know if the BlackBerry KEY1 has Oreo yet or not. So yeah. What do you guys think about this BlackBerry Athenia smartphone? It's gonna be called BlackBerry KEY2. I think it's gonna be called that. What do you guys think about this phone? Did you guys have the BlackBerry KEY1? Did you guys like it? What do you guys think about this BlackBerry phone? Where did you guys buy one? So if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, guys. It really helps me out a lot. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.